Good morning, evening, and afternoon, everyone out there. This is the semi-recovered Jim Finch, and this is our Thursday night panel. Hello, panelists. How are you doing?
Hello.
Doing
We are
well.
joined. We are joined by Hank, Pope Phil, Verbo, and Pants tonight, and we're going to do a roundtable discussion for about an hour and then get out of here. The first topic, of course, is my computer destruction this afternoon. Any thoughts on
Kaboom.
that?
Couldn't have
Stop
happened to
using
a
a
nicer
10-pound
guy.
sledge to quit using a 10-pound sledge to reboot your computer.
All I know is, yeah, at the end of our first broadcast today, I'm getting ready to end things, and I get a blue screen of death, which
Oh, no.
then goes into a 20-minute. Well, it's 20 minutes to fix this particular drive. I go back into Windows and I check my drives again. And I've got a ton of external drives from my media center, and one after the other, all have errors and need to be rebooted in Windows to fix them upon startup. That's when I knew something was really wrong. So I selected them and I restarted, and the first one was taking 3 hours or so before we had to cancel yesterday, or this we actually went live on my iPad actually, and then canceled the evening news for tonight.
It was a really tight fit for all three of us to be standing on that sumbitch too.
Yes.
It was.
Yeah.
It was difficult, but we somehow managed.
Yeah, it's an iPad Pro, so there was an extra inch or two, but still. I put out a help, please donate, just so I could get a new drive, and went away to reformat the computer. And I came back, and you guys have given me more than enough for 2 or 3 drives now. So thank you, but please, you don't have to give any more. It was just for a little bit I needed. So yeah, we'll be doing some upgrades with that money, or turning some regular bills into for what I do into
Think of it as an
yearly
investment into the future of really cool news.
bills.
Thank you,
Yes, it was an
and,
investment, and
and
thank you
thank you
so much for
so
that.
much. Yep.
On that note, we have well, why is this sharing the wrong screen? Oh, because it's on the wrong one. There we go. It's sharing
Is
the
there a
right
right
one.
one?
We had someone in court today, and not the Turtle Boy one, because of course I was down for that. And the Turtle Boy, the update on the website says hearing held. Period.
Well, that's informative.
Hearing
So
held.
I'm assuming that
Accurate.
I'm assuming that means it didn't go well for Turtle Boy. Hopefully.
I don't know. It just said hearing held. So hopefully they update it for the story for tomorrow, or else I have to go look at his Twitter, and that's a dark, scary place.
Ew, gross.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, Rose says she fixed it. She fixed my computer. So
Thank you, Rose.
yes. So
Good work.
You just smack
yeah,
it with a frying pan.
no, she smacked me with a frying pan, and then she did something to the computer. So
Oh, okay.
Well, smacking you with the frying pan helped your computer.
I would hope so, but I don't know at this point. I just don't
You are
know.
the common denominator.
What, I thought being smacked in the head is the common denominator. I thought anytime she smacks me with a frying pan, it's magic. Because I see
Do
stars.
you believe in magic?
It's always gonna
see,
In a young girl's heart.
I was thinking, oh, it's magic.
Mhm.
You know.
Oh, it's a concussion, you know. So let's go to this Chile de Castro clip, because it's the only clip I have prepared so far today, and let's make fun of what happens. How about that? Sound good?
Yay!
And if you need me to pause at any time, just say pause, or Hank and Phil can click on it themselves. We have the state of Nevada versus Jose Chile de Castro.
Pause.
His lawyer tries so
I just-
hard.
I just want to see if you do it. It's okay. Go ahead.
Did it, you bastard! Pope's a bastard, by the way. I'm gonna get his title from our new corporate overlords. By the way,
Bastard Pope.
we are now sponsored by the Fellowship of the Traveling Pants, and Pants is with us right now. So who are these nuns, Pants?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was blowing raspberries. What did you say?
Who are these nuns that you've sicked on us who apparently bought our fictional contracts?
Well, you see, I was traveling in Europe, and there was this little town in Italy. But that's not important right now.
And mind you, they're hippies.
Well, yeah.
And they're nudists.
If you're gonna
Are they
bang a bunch of
nudists?
nuns, you pick the ones not wearing the habits. You know, it's just kind of how it goes.
I don't want to see Sister Isadora naked. I've seen what she looks like. I don't know. No.
There were lots of rosary beads involved.
I don't
we
want
get-
to know.
That was only for you, Jim.
May
The
God
rest
have
of them
mercy on your
are
soul.
way better looking.
Can we get
Sister
the naked
Isadora-
nuns to sing the Chile version of There's Something About Maria?
And of course, there's no volume, so hold on a second. No, that's them, not me.
Or did you click the...
Okay, let me pause that again.
When you brought it up, did you click the...
Oh, that's right, because it's not on Firefox or on Chrome. Be right back.
Be left front.
We here at the real sorry,
Really cool news.
Really Cool News Network are the highest of technological experts.
And we don't see
Mhm.
network anymore.
Oh, that's right. Wait, wasn't that
And
my
our
idea?
broadcast standards are impeccable.
Yes, they are. Impeccable.
Yes.
Okay,
We are the
let's see.
definition
Second to
of
none.
professionalism.
Now remember, 2 hours ago, this wasn't even a computer, so bear with me, folks.
I like how Jim does all the work and all the rest of us just get to make fun of him for everything that goes wrong.
State versus
Yes,
well,
that's the way it
Yep.
works.
National versus State Nevada. See,
Can you hear it? Because I can't.
381730.
We can. I can.
Yeah.
You already
Yes.
filed this brief.
I totally can.
Yes, all I was
Hit
doing
the
was
square at
motioning,
the
when I do it
bottom
in
right
Supreme
corner
Court,
to
and I go over
maximize
the
it.
30 pages, we have to file a contemporaneous request saying, could we have excess?
Oh no,
page
that
number, so I
maximized
did
this.
What if they say no? They
Hold
strike
on,
the
let me
last
go
10
back
pages.
over there
There.
and maximize.
They,
There
And
you
then
go.
grant it.
I still
Good
can't
boy,
hear
Jim.
it.
Rudin, they actually
Good
said,
boy.
no, and I remember I
We'll-
had to
we'll tell
type
you
it
what's
back,
happening.
so yes, but that's
Sure.
I mean, it was 120 pages.
How many did they allow you in that case?
I don't recall. Actually,
Jeez.
And react to
I
it
don't
too,
recall,
please,
but
because I can't.
I was-
Literally, I can't hear it.
There's no opposition.
Well, Jim, I mean, like, keep working on that while
So
the rest of us listen to it.
It's granted, and the only
Well,
thing
say
that motion
something
to
about
admit-
I
that stuff
know
was all
she's got a
presented
weird voice
at
and
the
she looks
trial
nothing
level,
like her
no,
picture.
part of it was, and I don't think
We
this
might
is
be able to hear it if
actually that
others
important.
weren't talking,
But I was
Jim.
concerned because the Supreme
Yeah.
Court just said you have to make sure that the higher court there.
You're gonna have to start it over completely because we can't hear anything.
Right. Well, but what they're saying is completely meaningless anyway.
The officer,
It's true.
the state admitted. I
Wait,
had-
so you
I
guys
did not
actually
know how to
can't
generate
hear
it so
anything.
that this court would have it.
Yeah,
No.
we can.
No, we
Not
can.
when we're talking over it. No, we can't.
So far,
Hallelujah.
all
Orman's claiming he had a case of the Supreme Court and they allowed him to have pages over, and she asked him how many, and he goes, well, I don't remember that.
Yeah, but you're doing that from memory. Folks inside chat, can you actually hear this?
yes, they can hear it.
Okay.
Virgo
'cause
says.
I think they might want us to, pipe down and let them hear it.
And our other overlord Gia says, start over, damn it.
Whatever
Uh-huh.
Gia says, we should do immediately.
Yes.
Mhm.
That's what I'm doing. Wait, how am I doing that? Okay, if you can hear it, put a 5x5 in the side
Page
chat.
16, state versus DeCastro, well, DeCastro
Obviously, I
versus
can't
State
hear it.
Nevada, C 381730. Well, you already filed this brief.
Yes, all I was doing was motioning. When I do it in the Supreme Court and I go over the 30 pages, we have to file a contemporaneous request saying, could we have excess page number? So I did that.
What if they say no? Did they strike the last 10 pages? I'm gonna grant it.
But in Margaret Rudin, they actually said no, and I remember I had to cut back some, so yes, but that's the only time, and it was 120 pages.
How many did they allow you in that
Rose
case?
says she's going to hit you with the
I
frying
don't
pan
recall.
next. So.
Jeez, okay.
I don't recall, but it.
I'm
Threaten me with a good time, why don't you?
No, I have no.
Okay, so it's granted, and the only thing that motion to admit, that stuff was all presented at the trial level, right?
No, part of it was, and I don't think the state has an objection to that part. I was concerned because the Supreme Court on Appeal said we have to make sure that the higher court, their court receives everything that was utilized below. So there was a video, body cam video from the officer that the state admitted. I did not know how to generate it so that this court would have it, and I was concerned the state could possibly say that I didn't do anything to get the evidence before the court. So I just motioned the court to say, hey, could we please make sure that that's included? I don't think the state has an objection as to that.
Anything he uses that was presented at trial, I have no objection to. Obviously, the other exhibits that he puts in, that was not anything that was presented at trial. We would have an objection to those exhibits.
Our
There
Nevada
was
judges
there
do
was some
such
that
a
I
good
had just
job with their
included. So when
overlays.
the court asked me that, yes, there are exhibits that were not included in trial, they're not mentioned in trial. And so I am saying, could the court consider that? And so I think maybe
You weren't at the trial level.
I was
You
not.
weren't the attorney.
No, and we are raising
You
raising
weren't the
ineffective assistance of counsel as well. So that would permit me to go outside of the record. I may be filing something because he is in custody, a separate writ. The issue was already raised, but I may just raise it as a writ so that I can then explore issues outside of the record. But I know that Mr. Chen objects to the exhibits that were not admitted, and there were a few that I requested.
Can you pause?
You're gonna ask the court to consider.
If they're raising the ineffectual counsel, if that goes through, then they can add then they might get a chance of a new trial and add those exhibits that weren't put in the first time. But I didn't think you could put new exhibits that weren't in.
Well, he can to support this specific claim because those exhibits go to support this specific claim, ineffectiveness of counsel. Where
It's
I
important
think
to remember that even though she granted the motion, meaning you can submit all this stuff, that does not mean that on the appellate motion they will be considered. That will be a later decision. So he's just saying, yeah, well, send it all in. We'll have it.
We'll look at it.
Right. Well, 'cause
real
it has
fast.
to be submitted for it to
Real
be
fast.
eligible to be looked at for appellate stuff.
Real fast, panel. I need you all to say hi to Karen, our only Facebook viewer who always gives us a thumbs up. So, hey, Karen, thank you for being here.
Oh, thank
Thank
you,
you,
Karen.
Karen.
Hi, Facebook Karen.
Yeah, not the other Karen we're covering.
Well, sometimes there are
God,
two Karens because another Karen will then click the like. So, because it won't tell me how many people on Facebook are actually viewing. It'll tell me Twitter and it will tell me YouTube, but Facebook's always blank. Unless
I'm confused. There's some kind of book with a face on it.
Yes, a book with a face on it.
Yep.
Yes.
Karen, the chat says hello.
Yes, our YouTube folks say hi to our Facebook folks, though Twitter seems to be barren tonight.
Yes.
So
Thanks, Elon.
It sounds like a personal issue with Twitter.
Conviction?
Yes.
Mr. Chen?
I don't know if procedurally it was absolutely correct, but at the end of the day, I'm allowing Mr. Orm to file what he wants to file in this appeal. So whether it's the direct appeal and treating it as a petition, if the court wants to construe it as a petition, That's totally fine with the state. We'll just respond to it on merits.
And that probably will save some trees, because I was gonna, having heard some of the state's concerns, I thought about filing a separate writ, but if we can, I may refile it just with the form, because I'm concerned that on appeal, the Supreme Court, if there was an appeal, the Supreme Court could say this wasn't properly preserved. So I may do that. But
She
it wouldn't
looks
slow
like
anything
she
down,
just
so I'm not
woke
gonna
up.
raise anything that has not.
Is that an easy button in front of her? Does she just slam down on the easy button? Just like clamp, chilling disappears forever.
Yeah, no, it's the automatic denied.
I think it's a teleconferencing.
And I believe her Rose has also hit the thumbs up over on Facebook. So thank you, Facebook Rose.
Which is different than YouTube, Rose.
Maybe.
YouTube.
Raised already.
And I have volume again.
I expect her to have Chuck Schumer's voice for some reason.
Everyone's on track to meet that date.
Yes, sure.
It's just me, or is that a really unfortunate
Thank you
choice
very
of
much.
lipstick color?
It's too dark for her. Her whole
And
color
that was
palette's
it.
a little off.
That was it, folks. Our Nevada judges.
No appearance by Juan Jose.
No, I think he was
DeCastro.
there.
He promised us that he would be there and his followers would be there.
Well, he also promised us he was going to be out of jail for the first appeals.
I don't think he was there because
They
Cora
don't let
talked about him while being in custody,
right.
and he wouldn't need
They-
to say that if
they-
he was there because it would be clear he was in custody.
They don't let
Okay, well-
inmates appeal, attend appeal hearings like this. That's not done.
Well,
Yeah, they're
Chili
paper cases.
swore to us all that he would be there, and I'm kind of disappointed that he wasn't.
Chili.
I wanted to watch him.
Lie?
I
What?
wanted to watch him bawl and make sad faces all throughout the.
Yes, the fake tears that don't come. Yeah.
What? There. Oh, so Rose is both here on YouTube and on Facebook, and she says I am going to get the frying pan at some point. Thankfully, she doesn't know my Facebook because it's privatized. So, I mean, oh hi, you can't hit me with the frying pan. Such is life. So we had Turtle Boy. And we have a third person on Facebook. So hello, the other Karen. So we have two
Hello,
Karens
other
and a
Karen.
Rose.
Hello, other
Dave,
Karen.
and hello, Dave from Facebook.
Dave from Facebook?
Yes.
And this is Pan's own rendition of Chili DeCastro's Tears That Are Not Coming. Oh, hi, Dave. Good to see you, Dave. Why? All of a sudden we have side chat from Facebook. So Dave, Karen, and Rose. And now we have Justin, who says no ice cream for Jim. I'm not used to seeing Facebook comments. So, yeah, we do have a group over on Facebook. It was my old comic book group, and now it's a group devoted to everything we do here at Really Cool News. Just a reminder, we will be back on the air tomorrow morning at 8:55 a.m. on the East Coast, 7:55 a.m. where it counts, 6:55 a.m. on the Mountain Time, and 5:55 a.m. in the Pacific for
Very early.
Fahrenheit coverage. So, getting back to Turtle Boy had some sort of motion.
We have to?
Today. Yes, we do, because we get another half an
Yeah.
hour to fill. Turtle Boy had a motion hearing today. And
Oh, that's
it
right. We
says-
weren't going to talk over each other. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Every
weren't.
time he
So,
moves his bowels, we have to talk about it.
yes, we do. Yes, we do, because it's so rarely for a little turtle.
So smug.
It's rare for a turtle. See, now I have Facebook counts, but no X counts. So if you're on X, say something rude. Wherever, I don't know if X will even populate here, but
Apparently, we don't have anybody from X watching us right now. We
I
got
don't know.
70 people on YouTube, 5 people from Facebook, and nobody from X.
Oh, come on. Call it Twitter.
So
Okay,
if you're
nobody
an
can
Xite,
Well, to be on X, I guess you got to be pro-Russia now.
I mean, what do you call it? Xing? What is the verb form of it?
I can't
don't
find you on Twitter. What is your thing?
I am Mad Dog JMF, MADDOG JMF on Twitter.
That has nothing to do with Real Cool at all.
No, it was my personal account that we started using, because that's what I used to be known as back in the AOL days. Which is now going to give them something to search, and thankfully all those records have been quietly erased from the internet because Wayback Machine sucks. So, and AOL is no more from those times.
Cecil says
They can get some real juicy stuff if you can find his MySpace page.
That one, believe it or not. Or Friendster. I wasn't a Friendster request. That was MySpace before MySpace. All the cool kids went there. I remember back in the day, Tech TV had a Friendster party on Tech TV. Yes, all of the hot girls from their TV station, all 20 somethings, went to hang out, and it went badly. I mean, It's Sunny in Philadelphia badly with the people who actually showed up. So yeah. And that was also the year that the Super Bowl was in San Francisco, where they were based. And one of the girls had a Raiders football helmet and was showing it off by pointing with her middle finger on camera. And she was completely oblivious as she's flipping off the entire world. Look, it right there. Go look inside the helmet. And this is where it attaches. And look at this. And you're like, she really hates the Raiders, doesn't she? Yeah. So Turtle Boy.
Also,
award-winning journalist.
What can we say about Turtle Boy? Is he a snappy dresser, panel?
No.
No.
Nope, not at all.
Like
he thinks he is.
His suit jackets don't fit right. They're not cut for him, and he always looks like a child going to an Easter Christmas.
And I believe he wore a DMA sweater vest one day in court. So,
well, the last time I saw Twitter Boy was on Twitter taking a picture of himself in the courtroom, and he had a turtle jacket with his logo on it.
Oh,
so it was like a Letterman jacket, but with the big turtle on it.
Okay.
And I wondered if they came in adult sizes. Just saying.
Occasionally, he used to wear a turtle silk tie, like a screen printed silk tie.
He gets those made. Yeah, he gets those made special from Oshkosh Bagosh.
Oshkosh Bagosh. And you say I'm old. Hank knows what Oshkosh Bagosh was.
Is the turtle one of the Granimals?
They still make possibly.
Yeah, side chat. Do they still make Granimals? And do you know what Granimals are? You get a date with pants if you know what Granimals are.
Oh, dear.
Yes,
and they still make underoos. You can tell by what Jim's wearing.
Hey, it's Spider-Man bottoms with the Batman top. So it's well, it'd still be. Would it be Batman or would it be? Well, no. If you mix the name, it's either Batman or Spider-Man, or Bat Spider. I'm a Bat Spider now.
Spider Pig, Spider Pig.
Does whatever a spider pig can. Can he walk on the Oh, sorry.
Popeville, I'm
Yes.
sorry, but Timo is asking just Gutterman. What about Gutterman?
Jason Gutterman. Gutterman.
Jason Gutterman.
Jason Gutterman.
Jason Gutterman.
I know.
Would that
Jason
be
Gutterman.
I'm an asshole press, Jason Gutterman?
It
Jason
would
Uh,
be.
yes. Yes, that would.
Okay.
That's what it would be.
Who cares about that guy?
Verbo, what do you think about Jason Gutterman?
I don't care enough about him to say his name.
That's right. Today was also World Turtle Day. Thank you, Pants. And we still don't know what happened at his trial, and I'm not looking because I'm tired.
Now
You
that's the
can't
hard-hitting journalism we pay for.
And
Hard-hitting journalism.
you can't make me. I'm not looking, and you can't make me.
I'm not looking till 3 a.m. That's right. You can't make me.
Jim, are you an award-winning journalist?
No, I am a blogger. I make it clear I'm a
No.
blogger.
No. He is up for an award. He is up for an award.
Oh,
What
okay.
award am I up for?
For the most boring newscast.
Oh, that's right. We had that visitor. That visitor who came in and said this was so boring it was putting him asleep. So since he was about to fall asleep, I banned him. So I don't want people drooling in our chat. I'm sorry. Abby Bolin says she remembers Buster Brown, and her mom used to have her feet x-rayed to get the right fit for shoes.
Yes,
Yep.
I remember
You gotta
Buster
get those
Brown.
Buster Brown socks too.
Yeah.
I have a
Today
story from 1982 or 3.
Dear God, you are old.
I am. Picture
Hey.
me as a, 4 or 5-year-old being taken to a Buster Brown shoe store, and I address the clerk as Mr. Brown.
I was able to get a selfie with Turtle Boy last time I was up in Boston.
Look at that. That is life size. That is life size.
Wow.
How
today
he
was
gets so
mostly-
many. Go ahead.
Oh, today was mostly just a motions hearing, and it was almost entirely to do with discovery. What discoveries come over, what's been delinquent, a list
And
of stuff
what
that they're still
discovery they
looking
got when they
for.
shouldn't have gotten. Yes.
And then again, the discovery that came over that they should not have gotten, and it all came over on one hard drive. So they want the whole drive returned, and then a new packet is going to be sent over. The defense does not want that because they want to retain that drive. They still want to use everything, but they say they're not going to disseminate it. The prosecution asked for an impound on that. So, that's being decided. And then there was a lot of complaints, just a lot of complaints about the previous special prosecutor and the new prosecutor
So they got rid of Mello for real.
They haven't gotten rid of Mello yet, but there was a stand-in new prosecutor today.
Yeah,
and that's
the assistant district attorney, I believe, had filed a bunch of motions yesterday. So I was assuming it was going to be that person.
Yeah, I've forgotten his name already, but he is a former judge. So I think that's a much more suited person for the position, given that, in my opinion, the crux of the issue actually isn't the people that are involved, the actual witnesses. I think it's the assault on the judicial system itself and how it functions, and that's where the issue is coming with the court. And so I think a former judge as the prosecutor is actually a very good person in that position, because they have the dual view of seeing how this could impact how cases run, and the gravity and gravitas that is put towards the actual process itself.
Okay, Pants is going to have to explain this one to me. Glober Mom says she's so old, she remembers begging her mother for a Vinnie Barbarino t-shirt. Pants, who is Vinnie Barbarino?
Boy, I'm drawing a complete blank. But
Yeah.
as a complete and absolute devoted nerd, I was really unaware of a lot of pop culture in the 80s. So,
Happy Days.
yeah.
It wasn't Happy Days.
Laverne and Shirley. Yeah, I came over actually from Happy Days. Laverne
Getting
and Shirley.
closer.
No, well, no, it was sorry, wrong one. We just scrolled. Welcome back, Cotta, according to everybody. Vinny
Oh,
Barbarino.
yeah.
If you Google it, Vinny Barbarino was
Yep.
John Travolta.
A very famous Scientologist.
Yes.
Okay, then.
Yes. And who is completely bald now. So,
Mhm.
Oh,
yes. You have to enjoy it while you got it, folks. Rack the Jipper says I had a Sears Lobo remote control car. Was it that Sheriff Lobo, Rack the Jipper from Dukes of Hazzard? I knew that one. What was your first toy panel? Your first toy from a TV show? And I'll start with I had a Mork from Ork doll, whom my sister stripped naked and threw in the garbage.
Nanu
Oh,
Nanu.
my.
Hmm.
She didn't want him around her Barbies for some reason.
I had a
Maybe-
G.I. Joe with a Kung Fu grip.
Yeah, I was gonna say a G.I. Joe to go with my Barbies because I didn't really like the Kens that much. I thought, I don't know, they just weren't my style. So Dad suggested G.I. Joes because they were of a similar scale. They were a little smaller, but that's
I had a He-Man. I had Castle Grayskull.
Oh, dear God.
Ooh,
But do you still have it?
Oh, no.
I also had the $6 Million Man.
I have one of those
Ooh.
now. My sister found it at a pawn shop, except it has 2 left arms. So
Yes.
for some reason, they just put the left arm on it, and it was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. Because I kept trying to turn it properly, and I realized they're both left arms. So somebody got the arm off of a G.I. Joe or something and put it on this doll.
Yeah,
Hank,
used
you
to
with
have
us?
the bionics in it, and they were these little pieces, and like everybody would always lose those little pieces out of
Well, yeah, because you had to roll up the skin to get to the bionics.
it. Yep.
That's what he said.
expensive.
Yes, it was very, very disgusting. So, yes, you had to roll the skin off. And the one my sister got me does not have the skin. So it's probably cursed. It is probably cursed.
When I was a kid, my great grandmother gave me old Barbies, and I was always really sad about it as a kid because I wanted new Barbies, and now I realize that they were original Barbies.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So,
Like original, valuable, historical Barbies?
yeah,
Yes.
because my great grandmother raised my mother, and so she always kept like one of each of the popular dolls because she sewed, and so she would make clothes and whatnot for them. She always
Right.
had like a variety of amazing clothes for your Barbie dolls, and so she just had old ones that my mom got when she was a child. She was born in 51. So they were my mom's Barbies. So they were maybe not first run, but maybe second or third run, but pretty early on, with like the little Betty Page bangs and all that.
But
So
with
you get all
custom
like,
made clothing. Oh my goodness.
oh yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I remember one of the Christmases, I got an Oscar Goldman doll who was like the sidekick to the $6 Million Man. And he
Mhm.
just came with a briefcase with like stuff in it. So
Very versatile.
Hank,
Always
that's the
need a
scariest
lawyer.
picture you've ever sent me. And where are you, Hank?
I'm right here.
So Hank, tell us about your toys. The toys you had
Which
as a kid,
toys?
not your current ones.
Had a shit ton of the Star Wars action figures.
Okay.
Had the original G.I. Joe before they shrunk them and pissed them off.
Right.
including the GI Joe hang glider.
Oh, nice.
I
Yep.
had the helicopter for the big GI Joes.
Oh, I did too. I got that the Christmas of when 19 whatever it came out. Oh, the helicopter! Because you put your thumb on the back of it and you move your thumb back and forth, and the blade spun around.
Blade would spin, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody stole that from me, and I was so pissed off. But my biggest pissed off was my grandmother actually got in a fight because I lived in Seattle and my grandmother was in Connecticut, so she'd go into New York City to get Star Wars figures for
New
me.
York City.
New York
Get a
City.
rope.
Get the
And-
rope.
The Star Wars figures, the Jawas were completely impossible to find when they first came out. So she literally got in a fight to get me a Jawa. And me, I was in Cub Scouts, so we had this diorama thing we had to do for some event. And it was sci-fi themed, so I made a little transporter. And I put my sole greatest Star Wars figure, the Jawa, in the transporter. And it went on public display for the night, and all the figures disappeared from it. Go figure.
Well, the Jawas with the plastic capes are worth so much because there was issues when they were originally trying to put them out and they got pulled. Some of them got sold before they got pulled. And if you've got one still on the card, they're worth, I think, a couple thousand now.
As Virgo is saying in side chat, yes, please like and subscribe wherever you are. We just hit 300 subscribers on Facebook.
1,000 subscribers.
We need thousands of you out there. Yes, out there, so we can get monetized and we can start making just a little bit more of money. The first level is just memberships. I can link once I open the store, I can link the store stuff. And yeah, that should be coming this weekend. So whoever wants stickers, please tell me what kind of stickers you want. Just tell me over on my Discord.
The sticky kind?
Well, what's on the front of them? I know you're just concerned about the sticky kind pants, but still. And I don't want to see where you're sticking them.
Did any of y'all have the Evil Knievel on his motorcycle that you could pose him? You could be like doing handstands on the handlebars and stuff when you had the little rope thing you put.
Yeah, our neighbor had the one where you wind it up or whatever, and went the bicycle or the motorcycle, went forward, and you can jump him over stuff. We had that one until they decided to try to jump him over the house, and he went so far up that we didn't know where the ladder was, and he just sort of stayed there for quite some time. I think Santa Claus finally brought him down. But yeah, those things could get some height if you really put some effort into it. Did you light anything on fire with yours, though, Hank?
I used to love to build models and pack them with homemade explosives and blow them up.
Well, remember back then you could get the rocket engines, which were basically just big explosives to put in the model rockets.
YouTube.
Oh, you can still get those.
What's that, Verbo?
YouTube danger words. Stop saying that.
Well, basically, I had a friend who would stuff his pockets with those things and just walk around like it was normal. You know, he'd just pull one out and let it off whenever he wanted to express his anger. Because we rarely actually had a model rocket to shoot into orbit.
That's a
First
Amendment protected activity right there.
That's right.
You can still get those at your hobby stores.
Can you?
Yes.
Mhm.
I thought they'd be regulated by now.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Abby,
Your towns will regulate where you can launch them from, but there's still quite a few people that do those model rockets for hobbies.
Abby Paulin brings up lawn darts. Did anyone actually play with lawn darts?
Yes.
No, we more did
We need
horseshoes.
javelins.
Yes. Yes, we did play with lawn darts and horseshoes. So.
So
Well,
how many
horseshoes might
times?
give you concussions, but lawn darts could.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I live
They'll
next to
shoot
horse
your
country.
eye out.
I live next to horse country, so
Oh.
they were actual horseshoes and like a railroad
Ah.
tie.
Nice.
Yeah, we used to sharpen them against rocks
Uh-huh.
and then throw them up as high as we could to see if you could sink the whole thing into the ground.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
I think we played it once and my sister started running away and just kept going. And that was that.
We had darts.
And that's why she has survived to this day.
Yes. Yes. My
Like,
sister.
my dad was like
and-
the darts, billiards, horseshoes guy, poker guy, dominoes. So we did all those
Yeah.
like that kind of stuff. So I played darts as
One
a
of the-
kid, like actual darts.
You know, one of the neighbors down the street, they had the lawn darts, and they didn't hit another individual. They went in the front fender of their dad's car.
That would leave a mark.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Church of POS. I had clackers. Absolutely.
Mom, hit me up on Discord if you've got Discord. I'll send it there.
And Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
I had one, but my sister took the heads from them for some reason. She was done playing. So apparently, yeah, you were supposed to knock the head off. The head was supposed to pop up or something.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she
I've,
ripped the heads off and took them.
I've still got my Rock'em Sock'em robots somewhere in storage, and last
Hey,
time I picked them
15th.
up, they were still working.
Hey, 15th,
Hey,
welcome.
15th Bend.
We will be featuring
Hungry
15th
hippos.
Ben's music tomorrow during our extended coverage of the Karen Reed murder trial, starting at 8:55 a.m. Eastern.
Murder.
Yeah,
On
'cause
Real
we-
Cool News.
We have next week's gonna suck. I'll just say that now, because there
Well,
may or may not be a trial on Monday, and then they're off Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Yeah.
So
No murder.
I thought it was.
no
I thought it
fun.
was. I thought it was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They were off.
No,
Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
it's the last
Mo-
3 days of the month. So
Monday's a holiday.
Yeah, Monday, no, for sure. Jim, give Mom your email address. She does not have a Discord, and 15th Bend is in the chat.
Yes,
Yes,
we were
we
just
just did
talking to him. Where were you, Ver?
Verbo was watching the chat.
I was watching the chat. All right,
Okay,
fine. I
so-
personally say hello to 15th Bend because you guys already did.
And I just looked at my calendar. It is Tuesday. That there will definitely be court, and possibly Monday.
Yeah, Monday, possibly Tuesday. Why is this not being a calendar right now?
OMG, Jim just doxed himself.
What?
Huh?
No, my email is public, so it really I didn't dox anything. It's my email. Actually, my address has been public for 27 years now, and if you know where to look for Jim Finch on LinkedIn, you'll find me with all of that public because I have a very public everything.
Did any of y'all have the paratrooper army men?
Oh, yes. Yes.
You oh,
Hmm.
Yeah, we used to climb up on the roof and toss them down.
Yeah. It was a challenge to see how far up you could get and throw one
Yeah.
down. And
Yeah.
Abby has this question. What was the name of the game that we pushed down the board, start the timer, and had to pull a lot of yellow shaped pieces or put a lot of yellow shaped pieces onto the board before the timer went off? I thought that was concentration.
Yeah, anxiety.
no,
Childhood anxiety.
it wasn't. I don't think it was concentration. Well, I remember the game.
I do too.
Yeah, I still have the shakes from it. Let's see. Was it? No, it wasn't concentration because that was a matching game.
Right.
I keep thinking Calamity, but I know that's not right.
My
And for
first
some
video
reason-
game was a Pong system.
Right.
Oh, I had one, but it had Pong, and then there were two controllers or two little sticks on the side, and they called that ice hockey.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I remember
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
The first hockey. Yeah.
Yeah,
I had
they
a
called that ice.
Commodore. I had a Commodore 64 with a Atari retrofit keyboard, and I had a write, rewrite drive, and also a modem that was on a rotary phone.
Nice. Nice.
I have you all beat. I had the Coleco Atom with twin tape drives. It was a Coleco turned into a computer.
Wow.
And that got me through high school because it came with a printer, a daisy
Oh,
wheel
wow.
printer.
Yeah, we had a plotter.
Yeah,
Plotter.
daisy wheel printer with typewriter tape that got me through high school. That's
Yeah.
Oh, Jim, tell
Oh.
us a story about just writing a high school paper on that level of device.
because it had twin tape drives. So it was special. My parents got it for $99 one Christmas and was like, "Here, you wanted a computer." I'm like, and I was like, "Yeah, I wanted a computer, not this."
I was just going to say that Church of the POS. Yeah, we had a Tandy from Radio Shack.
Oh, before that, we had a TI 99 4A with Munchman on it. And
Ooh.
Munchman was like the reverse Pac-Man because you had to make a chain instead of eat the chain or dots or whatever.
So
But
it
the
was
life-changing
Pac-Man going up,
experiences.
pooping out the dots.
It was
The-
Pac-Man barfing, basically, or pooping.
The experiences that stick with you are you're up late at night finishing that high school assignment, and then you hit save and you're pressing record on a tape recorder machine.
Well, see, no, the tape drives were built in, and they were special tape drives because they had where the tape went in, and there were like two. They weren't like normal tapes; they were special tapes with, I guess, a data side on them. So it's hard to explain, but look up a Coleco Atom and they'll show you the picture of it. But yeah, it would save like normal. Now the TI 99 4A just used a regular tape player. And if you had to have the volume in the right spot or it would never hear the data. So I spent so many times trying to play the old Zork game on that or the ripoff of Zork. And if you touched it in the slightest, it wouldn't hear the next command. And it would reject everything you did for the next hour. So I played a lot of Intellivision instead.
Yeah. I do remember putting a Motley Crue tape in my little sister's Teddy Ruxpin.
Oh yeah. You ever put the Teddy Ruxpin tapes into a normal tape player and it just sounded like demons and screeching?
Shout at the devil. Shout at the devil. Okay, first video game system, then we'll start getting out of here.
Already
Pants,
covered
say
that one.
something.
Something.
No, say your first real video game system after Pong.
Okay. I did indeed play Pong. I was born in '77, so we did have Pong. I don't have it anymore. I'm dying to know what brand it was, but I don't remember. But then we got an Apple II, so I played the Apple II games, Choplifter and Dig Dug.
Dig Dug.
I loved it, Doug.
I liked it. Yeah, that was a pretty good game.
Uh,
Okay, Verbo, your actual. Did you ever have a console video game besides the Commodore 64?
I
consoles
did.
are evil.
It was a Sega Genesis, but I didn't really
Oh.
play it much. My younger brother did. I kind of got stuck on 8-bit games, and that's still kind of what I like. So I liked Prit Shop as a little kid. That was a little kid's game, and there was a Barbie game that I really liked as a small child. But more in my teenage years, I liked Impossible Mission and Montezuma's Revenge, and I still play Montezuma's Revenge on my phone.
Hank, after your Pong, what did you do?
My next video game console was an Atari 2600.
Okay, Pope Phil, same for you.
Sega Genesis.
You didn't have an Atari or anything.
No, my friends had Ataris. You know, we were the poor folk in the community. So I saved up my paper route money and
For a
got me a
Sega
Sega Genesis. Yeah.
Well, I was the odd one because my parents would buy anything at clearance. So, like the Apple or the Coleco Adam. We had the Intellivision, which came out like a year after the Atari and had better graphics, but you would destroy your hands playing on their controllers because they had this little disc thing instead of a joystick and a full numbers pad on it.
Uh-huh.
And you had these little templates you could slide in over the numbers pad for the correct buttons to push during the game.
Right.
So
Yep.
I still have like a spot on my thumb where before I nearly cut my thumb off when I was 15, and the story will tell one day,
Oh
probably on
my.
Patreon because it was gross and YouTube won't like it. But I had literally a dead spot on my thumb from pressing that stupid disc trying to play the racing game.
Ooh,
And then I
Paperboy.
had
Like,
a,
Did you
a
win?
Sega Master System when everyone else had NESs. And the Sega Master System was pre-Genesis, and it sucked,
Oh.
but I loved it.
I loved my Sega Genesis. It was awesome.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They had the first baseball game, and you had to get like AAA batteries for it, and but it would save your stats. It was the first game that would save your stats.
Oh, jeez. But you
I
didn't
do
get
play
the
Super
sports
Mario
talk
Brothers
one?
a lot.
Go
What's
ahead,
that?
Verbo.
I do play Super Mario Brothers a lot now still. So I guess NES, like the original Nintendo.
Yeah.
I never had one myself, but everybody else did.
Yep.
Yeah, so I play the Mario Brothers games a lot. I have an emulator on my phone.
And
But
Pants is looking down on us for playing consoles.
Well, I always wanted a Nintendo, and didn't get one because we were a computer household. So I had the Apple II and then later Macintosh. Never a console game. So I am religiously against console games for the rest of my life.
Meanwhile, I've got a PlayStation 5 right now that I don't use, and I've got an Xbox Series X over there that I do use.
A curse upon your house.
Until Starfield came out, and I started playing Starfield on this computer because it ran much better on the PC.
PC games are better.
And because it's Microsoft Game Pass, it came as part of Game Pass. So I could play it here and I can play it on the Xbox and share the same data.
Uh-huh. PC Master Race on Reddit. That's where I am.
Diver Dan says the tattoo I got in Hong Kong is the same age as me.
That's
scary.
creepy.
That's scary. Well, folks, we're about at the 9 o'clock hour, and I still have to rebuild the rest of this PC. So we're going to start wrapping up. Any final thoughts going around the table, starting with Pope Phil?
Have a blessed Friday tomorrow, everybody.
Are you going to be with us, Pope Phil, for the Karen Reed murder trial coverage?
Yes, I will.
Okay, just double checking. Let's go to Verbo.
The most interesting thing I saw in the retrial this week was that the defense did not cross Carrie All, which I thought was very interesting.
Carrie Roberts, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we thought that too.
Yes, we agree with you on that one. But do you have anything to say as we're shutting down for the night?
No. Thank you for coming. I appreciate the viewers and the audience, and thank you for people that decided to send a few bucks for, rebuilding gym system.
Yes.
Odd today, and I appreciate that Jim will be also posting receipts.
Yes, I do have a receipt ready because we paid for the Microsoft for the year, and I got a huge discount. So if Phil or if Hank needs Microsoft Office, I can hit you up because I now have the family plan.
Ooh,
I have a couple of slots left. So
Oh, he thinks you're family.
sweet.
Yes. So if either one of you need it, I've got like 2 slots left. So just tell me what email to send the invite to, because it is paid for by our listeners for the year. Hank, any last words before we go?
Thanks for having me up. Had fun. Nice
We
to be
may
able to
do
talk
this-
to Pants this time.
Why,
Yeah.
thank you.
Pants finally got his microphone fixed.
It wasn't my microphone, it was the stupid Chrome browser audio blocking thingy.
Did I already call on Pope Phil? Yes, I did. So I'm going to say a thank you to everyone for being here tonight, especially our 6 people over on Facebook that I can see. And if you're out there on Twitter, please find us. Please, please, please. And
And
to
if
all
you-
of our YouTube people who haven't fled, because 20 of you took off out of here as soon as Dick Bag Patrols went
I
live.
was just gonna say, Dick Bag live. So if you're looking for something to do, go watch that.
Yeah, go watch Dick Bag. We fully endorse Dick Bag Patrol. So on that note,
I've
folks,
never been able
hope
to catch one of his live before.
Yeah, you can go
I
over
love Dick Bag.
Patrol. Yeah, you guys can go over and catch that while I go finish up for another hour and then get some sleep and then go write whatever the hell I'm going to write in the paper tomorrow morning. It's a win-win-win. Win. So anyway, hope to see you all tomorrow, 8:55 a.m. for Karen Reed, and we will go to our new closing credits.